Welcome back to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City on VegasAllNetRadio.com. The final frontier of free speech where you can say whatever the cunt sucker you want.
Hey, y'all.
Howdy, y'all.
I want to remind everybody there is a sneak preview of our latest photo shoot on our Facebook page, The Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City. Check it out. Curve Media has done a fabulous job.
Good.
Girl.
As usual.
Girl.
Looks good.
Girl. They are the hottest pictures of Sierra that have ever been taken. I'm telling you.
It's that, you know what it was? It was that eye makeup. That was
fantastic.
Really
oh,
did it.
You know why? Because
I need to figure out how to do that. Because
it made your blue eyes just like.
Well, and I just learned how to put eyeliner on without stabbing my eyeball or getting it in my eyebrow. I shit you not, I could get eyeliner in my eyebrow. So the rest of all of that fanciness with like 7 layers of color and swooshing and swirling and whooping and eyelinering and
and eyelashes.
Eyelashing. Bear with me if the next couple of times you see me at a club I look like a clown with a lazy eye. But
one of us is going to take you in the restroom and fix it. I can promise.
But I swear to God, I'm going to go get all those colors and I'm going to sit for a week in front of a mirror and just put my makeup on.
Well, and Curve Media is so bad because he sent one group shot,
right,
and one individual of each of us, and we have not seen the rest of the shoot,
and we're
dying.
Well, I have seen most of my photos.
Oh, that's right, because you're just a hound dog.
No, what happened was I took a couple of pictures on my phone and I emailed them to Cali Guy that night. He's in California. He's missed every photo shoot we've ever done, by the way. Finger pointing at Cali Guy for that. So I sent him, a couple of teaser pictures, and he immediately emailed me back. He was like, "I want more. I need more. Send me more. Send me the raw pictures. I don't care. They don't have to be touched up." Blah, blah, blah. So I sent Earl from Curve Media a text message that night. I said, "Hey, can you send me the raw data of me? Because Cali Guy, he wants it because." He's my boyfriend. And at 7:30 the next morning, I got an email, or I got a text message. It's done. I emailed it to you. And I'm like, oh. So I've seen most of my
I'm going to beat his ass because I haven't seen mine yet, and I'm dying to see mine.
Tom Cali Guy wants to see it.
Yeah. If Cali Guy wants to see him, I might get him faster, huh? But yeah, so go on there and check for a little sneak preview.
The hair was fantastic, too.
Yeah, well, we had Coco, who did our hair.
Yeah.
And then we had Glam by Lexi do our makeup.
I saw that.
So we had a crew.
We did. We had a whole crew, and they had all kinds of equipment set up. Silent, as usual, showed up with, extra. He showed up after getting assaulted in the parking lot. He got assaulted in the parking lot. Verbally assaulted. He didn't get physically assaulted, but he brought in a lot of lighting for us, and that just really kind of
and with the fancy new camera that Curve's got and his equipment, and then you had Mike's equipment
and a green screen and all kinds of. Oh man,
that's what's taken Curve so long. He's playing with the drops on that green screen. Yeah.
Earl offered to or asked me if I was interested.
Yeah.
And shooting one night at Red Label, and I was kind of hesitant, and then I saw those pictures. I was like, damn it, why don't I have Earl's number?
Right.
I have Earl's number. I can hook you up. Earl takes beautiful photos.
He does take beautiful photos.
And I'm considering cheating on Amanda, who does my hair and does a fabulous job, with Coco.
Coco does great hair.
So Lexi did our makeup, and she airbrushed the foundation onto
it. It was great.
It was except I couldn't breathe because I've got all those slamming me in the face, and I'm like, I need to breathe. So anyway, and then she put on these little dust catchers right under our eyes so it wouldn't fuck up our makeup. But I can't have another person come at my eye. So I like blinky and I pull back, and so she put these on, and I'm like, I can't open my eyes now. She goes, it's not gluing your eyes shut. It's underneath. I said, it doesn't matter. I physically cannot open my eyes now because there's something right there.
Well, that was probably the best thing that happened. Then she could do your eye makeup because you couldn't open your eyes.
Yeah, she did everything just fine, and then she peeled it all off, and then I got to like the big reveal.
You know what we were laughing about when we were at Alexia's is that we've always made notice that the three of us have different hair color.
Yes.
I'm a redhead, Alexia's a brunette, and Sierra the blonde. But we all three have different eye color too. Mm-hmm. I have green eyes, Sierra has blue eyes, and
Alexia has those deep chocolate brown.
So guess what? We have every flavor for you.
We sure do.
Whatever flavor you want.
Pale, paler, and not quite so pale.
But the damn Irish woman in the room was drinking her ass off yesterday.
I sure was, and you know what? I didn't even get nearly as wasted as I expected to get.
I know.
Well,
There will be opportunities to make up for that.
For sure.
I'm sure.
For sure.
We were at a safe place to get shit-faced, and I did my damnedest. I was at least 2 drinks ahead of these
girls. I brought
a
gallon of rum.
And it was gone,
They sell it in the gallon?
Yeah,
yeah, baby. It's cheaper that way.
Safe place to get shit-faced. That's the name of my bar when I open it.
Safe place to get shit-faced. That's a good name.
You should hook up. You should hook up with it's the Nevada Bar Owners Association is connected with the Safe Drive Home, and it's a if the bar pays for it, and some bars do, it's a free ride home for anyone who's drunk. And they send 2 people out. One
Do
person.
They bring them to my home? Or
no, they take them to their own home.
Okay.
They
take your booty call with you?
They sent 2 people out. They did for me one night. They brought me and my booty
and
call.
Your booty call
and my car home. They bring you and your vehicle home.
I call the bar owners and I go, no, that one's coming to my house.
Yeah, really. Can you deliver that to me?
That one would be a
special delivery. It's drunk boy delivery. 30 minutes or less.
That's
pussy eating spree.
Drunk. So let's talk about you.
Okay.
So you were sucking face.
Okay, first tell me why he made you uncomfortable.
Well, there was the first time I seen him was at Jacob's party.
He was at Jacob's party?
Yes, he was.
Was the one I was at?
Yes. And then he was at another Wish dance, and
I'm not in love, sweetheart.
No. I'm not even. I'm just trying to explain why he made it. He was very much in my personal space, and he just wasn't. And he kept talking about why do all the girls want to fuck me? They all want to fuck. Why? I'm like, I don't.
I have never gotten that many words.
I don't. I know. But then somebody told me that he might have been pickpocketing. I don't know if that's true or not, but I had heard that rumor. So I just chose to kind of stay away.
Wow.
And I don't know.
We're talking about Latin dude, right?
The Latin dude? No, black dude.
The black dude with the hat.
Black dude is creepy. Black dude is.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you.
Wasn't sucking face with him in the car. Not doing shit with him.
Well, no wonder it was a little dick with the Latin dude, right? Tell us about
what?
Was that the Latin dude that was dancing?
How did you get a little dick with a Latin dude?
He was hanging. Latin dudes do not have big dicks necessarily.
I'm gonna tell you, I've been with a few Latin stallions in my day.
I haven't had that experience.
So that was the guy that was hanging around our table that night, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he was cute. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I never sucked face with the other
one.
He was
okay.
He's like
that's
you know who that
Mexican. Is with the hat and all that?
Yes.
That's porn star sex.
Why is that porn star sex?
That's who he was. That was porn star sex. Remember when I came on the show and said I'd been having porn movie or porn video sex?
Oh, that was him.
That was him.
Okay.
That was a black dude. No,
Okay.
that's over. That's done.
Then.
Okay.
You know what I call him? Baby hustler.
Yeah, he's a hustler.
He's not that good.
No, he's not. He's not.
Took him down like that.
There you go, girl. So tell us about
good. Let's
Latin.
not talk about baby hustler.
Let's talk about Latin dude.
Latin dude is very sweet. That's why it was a little strange. Because Latin dude is also very quiet.
Okay. Yeah, I got my dudes mixed up. Sorry, people.
Yeah, because you had 3 of them over there with you that night.
Oh my God! Have you seen the girl's ass?
Jesus.
Have you seen her ass?
Every time I turned around, there was seriously. Every time I turned around, there was a different dude bent over the table chatting with her. Every single time. Of course, I was sitting in the corner on my Pinterest.
It's keeping track for me. When we were at the bash, the photographers, Megan and Marty said to Megan, they wait in line. I was like, oh, you're just being kind. And then at Wish, I was like, oh, they fucking do.
That's a good thing, right?
When you are talking to one guy and you turn around, he's got the little number card. Next. And a couple guys that I thought weren't interested said to me, no, I was waiting for the leprechaun to leave.
The leprechaun.
Oh.
It's more he's Mexican, so it's
wait. So you didn't see me sucking. I told you I was making out in the car, and you assumed it was
somebody else told me you were sucking face with
creepy black dude.
That guy.
Creepy black dude and I were so over by then.
Okay. Well, then that person got there.
Alrighty then. They got their fingers crossed.
But you know what? Here's the important part. You were being talked about.
That's what's important.
You're like the new plush gossip.
Am I really?
I'm so excited.
Forget the fucking Masters. I'm so proud because I hardly ever go out. I don't go out enough to be the new gossip. I'm the new gossip.
Well, the thing is the girls are all jealous because every time they turn around, there's a different guy standing at your table, either wanting to buy you a drink or get your phone number, and they're all sitting around going, "Why don't you want to talk to me?" Well, because you're a bitch. That's why.
That's right.
A lot of them do come to the club, and they're all persnickety and.
They got their noses up in the air.
Big black dude. that I brought with me. That you.
Oh, I like him.
Friendly teddy bear.
I thought he was supposed to.
Angry black man.
I thought you were supposed to give him my digits.
He didn't. He after the thing. He didn't. Maybe he's watching tonight. He didn't call me. He hasn't responded.
Piece of shit.
Well, he's adorable.
He is cute as hell.
Angry black dude. But he told me all the time
dude.
that because he's an angry black man. My son says, didn't he get out of Detroit? He has to be one.
Well, I've lived in Detroit too.
Are you an angry black dude?
No.
You have a better ass than he
She's
does.
a slutty old white bitch.
Oh my God.
Anyway, so teddy bear black dude. Teddy bear. Detroit, angry black man. Told me that
he's got more nicknames than anything, right? Angry black man, Detroit.
Well, let's give him a better one than angry black
teddy
man.
bear.
Detroit, we'll call him Detroit.
The Detroit teddy bear.
I don't know. Is that too much information? But anyway, so
D-bear.
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 D-bear. He told me the same thing, that all the BBW girls are stuck up in bitches. And I said, honey, I think that's just anxiety that you see. Because how could they be? Because he told me this great line that they only want to sleep with drug dealers and Z-list rappers. And I just love that line.
Z-list
rappers. Is
I know who he's talking about.
So I said, how are they? I don't understand how they stuck up, because the statistics I were told is that there's 10 women for every man.
There are.
Yeah.
Which has not been my experience. So because
because you're the flame and they are the moths.
Thank you.
You draw them to you.
Well, and if you've ever, we've been to a lot of BBW functions. There are a lot of girls who are very, very, very nice people, but they're unapproachable.
I know.
And they maybe it's because of their own insecurities.
I'm unapproachable, but I make myself that way.
You're not unapproachable. You're just quiet. Everybody
No, she does not want to be approached. She really don't want to be there. So she makes the best of it.
I just were approachable to me.
I'm there for the wobble. That's why I come to the wobble. I come to wobble. I come to do the Cupid shuffle, and then I just want to go home. So if we could have those both done by 11:30, I'd be in good shape.
I hate it when I walk in and they're doing blurred lines right when I walk in, because that's my song. I love that song. And it's like, what? But the DJs they've had lately are so bad that they're going to play it again.
Well, the problem is there's two crowds that show up to these parties. There's the people who show up at 10 when the party starts, and they leave about 11:30 midnight. And then there's the people who show up at 11:30 or midnight, sweet cheeks.
Wait, what?
And stay until 2 o'clock in the morning.
Did you notice how she said sweet cheeks?
How about those of us who show up like 10:45 and stay till 3? Who are we?
Well, you're the Andreas of the world. And, I was one of those people, and I am usually one of those people who shows up at like 9:45 so I can get a table and get a seat and get where I want to be.
And we so appreciate you for that.
I have a drink and I'm ready to go.
And then she's texting everybody, where are you? Where are you?
Yeah.
Where are you?
I'm like,
where are you?
Well, the thing is the night before we'll be like, we're going to be there at 10, right? Yeah, we'll be there at 10.
Which is 11 for us.
Which is 11:30 for most of you.
Not for me.
11.
Unless I'm working. Sometimes.
Right.
Or had worked the night.
Wait a minute. Well, it depends on who I'm picking up and how I am pre-partying. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Okay. Because sometimes I pre-party harder than others.
Sometimes.
Most of the time.
Anyway, when we do this again and you get there early to get the table, please tell Jacob we need a bigger section.
That is one of the biggest sections.
No, but you know
there.
how it's there. He has like
they
need
to have
a couch, but then there's a couch right here. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But you know what that club needs? It also needs floating chairs that can be moved.
Yeah,
from
if we had like 5 or 6 chairs we could have put in front of that area we were at, that would have been perfect.
I take credit for the change in chairs at Gold Diggers. Jacob told me that I could. He would like me to, because I didn't go to Gold Diggers the night before the bash because I heard that the chairs sucked, and I said to him, Jacob, we got to talk about how you love SSBBWs but don't know a fucking thing about us, Mr. 3 Flights in your house. So then he let me know that those chairs changed, and I saw him at the bash. I said, I'm taking credit for those chairs, and he said, I would love that if you do. So I will use my magical vagina powers to get us floating chairs at
Wish.
At Wish. I shall try.
That's one of the things I really like the Red Label. There's just so much seating there.
The seating is so right at the Red Label. It really is.
I think if we could just merge the two clubs somehow. I have an idea about that, but it would require everyone to get along all the time, and that doesn't
because what I love about the Red Label is that you can be part of the dance floor without being on the dance floor.
Yeah.
At Wish, although the club is phenomenal the way it is,
and what a lot of people don't understand, there's 2 dance floors.
Yes.
There's that big circular area,
but nobody dances there.
Nobody dances there. The last couple times,
unless I dance there all by myself when I'm drunk, and I do a few spins. I've done that
about
before.
35 seconds after she comes in.
Because I'm already drunk when I get there usually for my pre-party.
You know which club I really miss? And I'm the only one? I so miss Plush when it was at 2100 because we know I'm ghetto girl. I so miss 2100.
But I also loved Alexis Park.
I've never been to Alexis.
Alexis Park was nice. There was just the problem is that we were starting to overflow that little bitty bar area, so they'd have to open up the comedy club for us.
Right.
And once you got the seating down in the comedy club, you couldn't get to the dance floor. You couldn't hear the DJ. Alexis Park was great because parking was easy.
Well, and the whole
lobby
was
you could get like a suite for $40 or something that the party went on or something. It was a whole deal that you could get.
Yeah, they did have room things. And you know what? The lobby area was nice there because some people that maybe weren't as into the music sat out there and chatted, and it was really a nice atmosphere. But
yeah, 2100 was good. Lots of seating.
I liked.
The only problem was the little guys who would come around and take your drink order never spoke fucking English.
No, so you never knew.
So they come up and they'd be like, I had one guy hand me a piece of paper and a pen and go, write order. And so I would write the order down. So I'd write the order down, and he'd run it up to the bartender and hand it to the bartender, and that's how I would get my drink that night.
That's crazy.
Because the runner, the cocktail.
We had a lot of
2-for-1s
that night. At that place, they had.
That's because well, that's because they're in the middle of the ghetto, and it's probably the most action they see besides the.
And I remember leaving there many a nights with my gums numb and my nose numb. Couldn't feel my nose.
I may also so like inappropriate.
I may also like that club because that's where I met, Break the 21 years.
No,
at that club. That was
that could do it.
The fate, where I was the work fate.
Everybody in the chat room's quiet.
The fake lesbian
ever and brought home.
Is chat quiet?
Guy.
Chat's awful quiet for me, at least. Maybe I got kicked out. I don't know.
Did you get kicked out?
All right, let's talk about, is anybody in here or in chat, did anybody watch the series finale of Dexter?
No.
Oh, you all are losers.
I don't watch Dexter.
Oh my God, it was the worst series finale ever. It made me so pissed off. It pissed me off.
I saw that on Facebook. A couple people were like, really?
Well,
but shows always have.
But see, I think there
are some shows that have fabulous.
Well, tonight is the series finale of Breaking Bad. They were talking about it. No, it's tonight. They were talking about it on CNN actually.
Oh my goodness.
But I think that 10 years from now or whatever, or whenever, they're going to make another series and call it Harrison, and Dexter's going to teach his son Harrison the code, the killing code.
No. Best series finale ever, House.
Absolutely, 100% the best series finale.
Yeah, they wrapped up everything. They left you with a good feeling. Literally, they rode into the sunset. It was
on motorcycles.
On motorcycles.
It was
best series finale.
I thought the series ending of Everybody Loves Raymond was good.
I don't think I ever saw that.
Really,
I don't watch sitcoms.
It was. I'm sorry, Miss Intellectual.
No, I just don't.
You only watch serial killers.
I don't like canned laughter.
I watch New Girl. I love
don't
New
watch
Girl.
any of those.
I watched.
I watch House of Lies on Showtime. That's as close as
I don't have Showtime.
But
my new thing seems to be these murder series, like The Killing, The Bridge. Then there was another one.
The Bridge is so amazing. By the way,
but I missed a couple episodes and didn't tape it. I can't get them back.
On The Bridge. Oh.
Yeah, with the FBI guy where he got killed. I missed that whole section.
Oh yeah. I'm dating the male version of that lady detective, the blonde.
The autistic. I so love her. Where
Callie guy is so.
Okay. So she meets a guy in a bar. She's autistic. She's at home in bed and realizes she's horny. So she gets up and goes to a bar because she's autistic and hot. So she's in the bar and a guy comes up to her and offers her a drink. And she says, no, thank you. He walks away. She walks over to him and goes, why did you leave? I just didn't want to drink. Do you want to have sex with me?
You just didn't ask the right question.
So they go home and she fucks him like a dude would, falls asleep. Couple episodes later, he shows up at her job. And because he doesn't have her number.
She's like, what are you doing here?
She says to him, what are you doing here? I can't have sex at the office. So
it's like, my favorite scene is they both fall asleep and then he wakes up a couple of hours later and she's like,
she's got pictures all over
the bed. She's got crime scene photos all over the bed and on her laptop. She's looking at stuff and he's like, Jesus, what is all this? It's like dismembered bodies.
She doesn't know
stuff. And she's like, your clothes are over there. And he's like, what? And she's like, have a nice night.
I guess you could stay if you want.
Yeah.
She's a dude. An autistic dude at that. Yeah, it's like the most gruesome crime thing I've seen. But laugh out loud funny at times because of her.
Oh, I think the most gruesome now is Boardwalk Empire.
Oh,
they are shooting and
love
killing
that show.
everybody. It's
There's
so
a machete
good.
in some dude's head in the last episode. I was like, that is awesome.
I know.
Then I'm
so
trying to
good.
remember the one that was in between that took place, I think, like in the upper Midwest. It was like Canada, but not really. Was between The Killing and The Bridge, and used a lot of like Native American culture, but I can't think of the name of it. But that was really good too. But they're all kind of copying The Killing, which I love.
I can't decide if Sleepy Hollow's too out there or not.
Sleepy Hollow is right up my alley.
It's kind of out there a little bit. Little bit. What's going on in chat, Sierra?
We're talking about some of the shows that we watched. Wendy does not watch Dexter, but she did she saw the Shield episode, the Marvel's Agents of
I
Shield.
did too. I liked it.
Well,
too.
Alexia and I watched it last night while you were off doing whatever the
dancing
thing
my
you
ass
were
off.
doing, getting paid $300 to eat sushi. And seriously, she got paid $300 to shake her ass and eat sushi last night.
They'd have to pay. I don't really like sushi. So I'd have to shake harder or make more.
No, I didn't have to do either. I mean, you know.
I really like sushi. That would be it. I'll shake whatever you want. I'll take off, but I don't want to eat that.
Yeah, so we watched it last night. I was going to wait and watch it with Callie Guy, but, you know, Lexi's my best friend and Callie Guy. I can see it a second time. I'm good with that. Like, so hilarious.
It was a good show.
There were so many great, like, just zingers in there. Just like, somebody said, Thor, you know, and we don't even know if he's really a god. And she's like, well, you haven't been next to those arms. And I'm like,
oh, yeah.
Zinger.
Yeah, I watched it too. That was really good.
Great show.
Really good.
There were so many interwoven nerd references. I loved the Hermione reference. I loved, you know, a couple of other serious nerd references. So Alexia and I basically had like a countdown going. Oh, I know that one. Caught that one. Got that one. We're like,
well, I was surprised that when I had said I watched it, you guys hadn't watched it yet. I'm like, it's Marvel. Yeah, you nerds haven't watched it.
Well, when nerds count references, when nerds are watching something nerdy
and they're counting nerd references, yeah.
That's like a night out for. That's like a big deal, right? That's like nerd prom.
I posted a picture on my personal page of us last night after she left. We had 5 computers running on the table, a bottle of rum, and a bag of pretzel chips. And so we had the Mac playing the movies. I had 2 different computers that I was doing work on. I had a work computer and my personal computer, and I was doing like 2 things at the same time on them. And Alexia had her computer open, and her computer was there running off in the background doing whatever it was doing.
Because I had left to go work and then came back.
Right. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, so we're just drinking, eating pretzel chips, working on computers, watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It was great.
The truth is I haven't really watched much television. 2 reasons. One, I got super busy socially with the bash, and you guys know that 2 weeks that I was out.
That's why you tape everything.
Yes, I tape, but I haven't gotten into it. So that 2 weeks that I was out was like a year's equivalent for those of you who know me. So, which is amazing to me that I'm the gossip of Plush, because that anyone would know me and then take time to talk about me, because the conversation.
Well, you sit at our table.
You know us,
right?
Oh, that's true.
You sit at our table, and all the guys are at our table talking to you.
So that bitch. Didn't I say we're starting that group? That bitch. Anyway, but then I think I told you guys I was dog sitting.
Right.
And it was a nightmare towards the end.
Really?
Oh the dogs I had. Okay. When you tell a parent that their kid is acting out in school, some parents will always go, he never does that at home. Okay, well, how often do you ask him to do math? How often does he have to sit for 50 minutes? So when the dog started to act out, because they were gone too long and they stopped coming over to visit, and I understand she has a life, but she promised certain things. Also, it's an Alaskan Husky, and it blew its coat, which to me is like the equivalent of menopause or something.
Okay, what else?
Just sheds everything in like 2 days.
Oh, Alaskan Huskies.
Dear God, I wish it had been 2 days. So I have hair all over the place.
Need to get a rake.
And she just kept saying, well, it wasn't supposed to happen until October. Okay, well, it's happening now.
Well, you had the dog at your house?
Yes.
Sitting? Okay.
So, and she kept telling me, crate the dog, but my dogs are not crated. So when we put the dog in the crate, my dogs start to bark. So it was already not a pleasant situation. So they kind of destroyed my living room. In fact, ate through a cushion. We have to get that fixed. So I just stopped going in the living room. This weekend's been the first time I've been back, because the dogs are gone. And we cleaned up the dog hair, and, I took back the living room. So I got to catch up on some of my shows.
Yeah.
And then also going back to work, and I'm doing some really good work this year, but I don't, it's an adjustment to being back. So I just haven't been watching a whole lot. Yeah. And I was having porn sex.
See, that's my
sex trumps TV every time.
Oh, absolutely. But my wind down from my busy day is to get in front of my DVR. And I have a DVR that records in my bedroom and one in my living room. Now, I record all the stuff that's kid-friendly, like all of the music shows or those kind of shows, like the contest, the American Ninja Warriors and American Idol and The Voice and what else? X Factor. Those are the ones I tape in the living room because the kids like to watch that with me.
Okay.
So.
I just have to acknowledge this because I'm getting busily text.
Okay.
From my son who goes by Young Glasses on Facebook.
He can get on live and chat.
Oh, he's chatting now. He asked for a shout out because I guess because again, this is the boy who has to get used to his mother who didn't, even look at men and now
and now you're on the radio, and the sex talk radio,
and the star of Plush. And he wants us to play this game, but I don't really understand it. Something about the Better Man Senior. The better man game, an issue, and the better man. I was like, what does that mean? Make a situation, and what would the better man do in that situation? I'm waiting for more details. My son is either a bossy or a natural born producer.
Okay,
I just don't think you can get him to be silent.
I think I understand what he means here. So, man, I don't want to call anyone out because I've had so much shit happen in the last couple of days. I'm like,
oh, let's fucking call. It's gonna make us feel better.
No.
I'll call.
I'm kind of cranky at certain people, and I shouldn't out that here.
You mean like talking about Baby Hustler?
No. Okay, perfect example. You get a girl pregnant. What would the better man do? The better man would.
Young Glasses, can you text and tell us if this is the game you want, please?
Take responsibility for that child.
Okay. What kind
Wait, no. I have a different answer.
Okay, what would the better man do?
Take out a lot of life insurance and then get himself killed. I'm sorry, I'm crankier than you.
Let's see. Think of a situation. That's so hard to think of.
Yeah, exactly.
What would the better man do?
Well, let me tell. Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Let me tell you this story. Oh, I was at the grocery store the other day, and I had my two grandkids with me. I had Rylan and Sissy, and so it was really, really windy. So I had put the groceries all in the car, and then I'm trying to put the baby in the car seat, and the wind carried the basket, and it hit a car. And this man gets out of the car, and he goes, "What did I ever do to you that you got to push your cart into my car?" I said, "Sir, I didn't push your cart. The wind blew the cart, and I'm trying to get the baby in." And he's like, "Well, no, I never. Why are you trying to push it? You pushed it right in there." And I said, "Sir, a gentleman would have taken the cart and put it away for me, seeing that I'm struggling with my grandchildren and the groceries. A real gentleman would have done that."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a text from him which makes the game better.
Okay.
He wants us to name the situation like the one you did with the pregnant. But what would Wolverine, Spider-Man, or Superman do in those situations?
Okay. Wolverine.
He's geeking it out for us.
Okay. Wolverine would take that child and raise him in the wilderness, and that child would come out an efficient hunting machine with a big heart. Spider-Man.
Would he look like Hugh Jackman?
God, I hope so.
Oh, hell yeah.
Man, that man's ass is beautiful.
Woo! You gotta have a moment there, didn't you?
It was a little wet. You want to wash coffee?
Spider-Man would take that child and be interested in it for a few years, and then find another child he was even more interested in for a little while. Then he would infect that child with an alien, and then get rid of the alien.
Yeah, Spider-Man would do all that?
Well,
that's already more attention than my son got from his father.
Yeah. That's what happened in Spider-Man. That's what happened to Spider-Man. And then he'd kill his uncle.
Who was the other one?
And then who was the other one?
Superman.
Superman would ship him off to another planet to be raised by aliens who were weaker than him.
That's Superman's father. That's Superman's grandfather. That's not
generally Superman. Boys do as their fathers, right?
Oh my God.
Okay, he said thank you. Well, we need another situation. Okay. Spider-Man, Superman, Wolverine.
Okay.
I don't know who Wolverine is.
With the
claws that come out.
X-Men.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Find out they have an STD.
Oh, Wolverine.
And that's some superhero STD, right?
Well, first off, Wolverine would just wait 3 seconds and then he'd be healed because that's what his superpower is.
I thought superhero is the claws.
No.
And he heals fast. That's right.
He regenerates. No one knows how old he is because he doesn't age.
So he's gonna regenerate his his STD infested semen.
No, he's gonna fix it.
He'd be fixed. He would cure himself.
Just happen.
Yeah, it would just cure himself. Okay. Spider-Man would moan and groan and bitch and whine and complain about
She
it.
is not a Spider-Man fan.
I like Spider-Man, but sometimes he's a bit of a whiner.
Okay. Superman.
Superman.
Nobody's getting that because he's the Man of Steel, so it's not getting through.
Well, he only has sex with Lois Lane, so he got it from her. He would probably ship her off to the sun because that means that bitch is cheating on him.
What kind of condoms do superheroes need?
Oh, shit. It's time for us to take a break.
Oh. Well, are we ready to take a break?
I think it sounds like it's already
so
started.
hold on. Wait. Yeah, we'll just get rid of that. Let's turn this to manual here and pause.
Okay.
Oh, that's not a pause. Alrighty then. But just keep talking. I'll fix this.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what kind of, like, do superheroes need superhero condoms, either in size or in strength? So, because when they ejaculate, it's like extra superhero-ish.
Extra superhero-ish?
I got you thinking, huh?
I'm thinking.
You're thinking. You're trying to think of something smart ass to say. I already know.
No, I'm thinking. I'm thinking. This is a terrible thing to say, but I'm thinking, would I make them wear one?
Oh, yeah. What if you didn't? What would you? Oh, you'd feel that shit way up in your belly button.
Oh, and now Young Glasses says STD from another planet.
STD
from another
He's
planet.
the fourth guy. He found a way to be on the show.
That's funny.
What do superheroes wear condoms?
Yeah.
I'm thinking hefty.
Well, they would hefty. Well, they would have to because either A, they don't want to pass on their gamma radiation.
Radiation.
Well, that's how most of these guys get this way. Or pass on their weirdly mutated genes. That'd be Wolverine. Or
Spider-Man. What's his
Spider-Man
genes?
is gamma.
That was a spider bite.
It was a radioactive spider that bit him in the comic books.
Okay.
So he doesn't give hickeys.
Gamma radiation.
He doesn't bite your neck because
he's a nibbler.
Okay,
so we are going to go to...
You have been listening to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City on VegasAllNetRadio.com, the final frontier of free speech, and we will be right back. We got a couple of guests coming in the studio. We'll see you in...